Shazam green looks good on you. Hello and welcome everyone. You are tuned into a live post here at the Wildcat Sanctuary.
Good morning everyone.
With Olivia by my side, we are of course joined by one of our most beloved rescued residents and one of our oldest rescued residents. This is Black Leopard Shazam, and how fitting. Welcome Kendra. Hey Kathy Barton. And how fitting for today is International Leopard Day. So we're going to talk a little bit about International Leopard Day, what it is, how something like that, how we might celebrate International Leopard Day or acknowledge International Leopard Day here at the Wildcat Sanctuary as a rescue organization, and probably do a little strolling, enjoy ourselves here. So, hey everyone, Jill M. checking in from London, Heidi Larkin saying hi, caught alive again, glad to have you with us, Heidi, live. Sherry Gillian, Sherry V, hello, there's Julie Neville, Jeremy Snap, what's going on Jeremy, Betty Winter. Shazam is really taking in a true spring day today, and I say true because we've had some warmer days this year, but it feels like a true spring day because we've had a lot of rain. It's been a little dreary. So the fact that we're kind of coming off a little bit of rain and wetness and now feeling that sun, seeing some green grass, that's a product of that rain that we've been having. Definitely feeling springy today.
It does feel like spring, and I'm glad that the sun's out. We get to enjoy some outside time on this Friday. I'm glad Shazam's outside, enjoying some outside time.
Yeah. I see Tanya Toner, our neighbor in Wisconsin, checking in. Barbara Mancini, hey Barbara, hope all is well. Come checking in from Boston, out east. Judy Tall's here from Kansas. Love that we're getting geographic today. Chizzy Lovell checking in. Chizzy, I know you're from Denver. Look at that. Keeping an eye on all those neighbors. Jill M's here, saying hi to Faith. Hey Faith, if you're out there as well. And I can kind of zoom out on Mr. Shazam here, but Olivia and I kind of found him up on one of his skywalks there. We know that here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, any one of our rescued species that would climb in the wild, well, when they're living a wild at heart life, we want them to be able to climb at sanctuaries. So Shazam was up high getting some vitamin D, and now it's time to come down low and get some vitamin D. Ellen Simmons, first of all, hello, and asking, is that Terek in the background? Who's over there, Olivia?
That would be Terek and Polina. Both are marching around right now.
Typical Terek and Polina. They are good about burning some cows in kind of the first part of the day. They'll do a lot of cruising, a lot of really just patrolling. And then usually after mealtime, it is relaxation time, and very strict relaxation time for those two tigers.
I love how Shazam has completely gone into a catnap here. Bedded down on the grass. It's very comfy, Shazam.
Yeah, I know. I love seeing that, Mr. Handsome. Yeah, and I love seeing a couple of toys that you've perhaps been knocking around. And Olivia, how old is Shazam now?
Shazam is 22.
Yeah, Shazam's 22 years old. Shazam is... obviously a cat that we were able to talk a lot about during Miracle Match and with the launch of the campaign and our 25th anniversary. So I won't go too much into his story, but at least knowing that Shazam's one of our oldest cats and that your support does so much for Shazam in his golden years, we've been able to certainly intervene when he's needed any type of veterinary care as he's grown older. I think some of you may remember some benign masses that caretakers are vigilant about keeping an eye on, and we use, of course, that operant conditioning to help us get a closer look at this fella. You guys helped us. It would have been, I think, about a year or so ago. Shazam had an injury on his tail, and he had to have part of that tail amputated. He's certainly no worse for the wear. And just all the ways that a cat, as they age, as they go through their life and kind of enter those senior golden years, it's important to make sure that we're supporting them from a veterinary standpoint, and that's one thing here at TWS Shazam is no stranger to.
And proof is in the pudding because 22 is quite old for a leopard. So
yeah.
It's super special, Shazam.
Yeah, it is. It is. And so, Olivia, Shazam, we're here with him now, this big sleepy lump of cat here in the grass, but I assure you, he's one of our most regal and beautiful cats. But today, Olivia, is International Leopard Day. What is International Leopard Day?
Yeah, great question. International Leopard Day is meant to kind of symbolize and mark raising awareness for leopard conservation and protection. Obviously, leopards, we have 2 leopards here, but they're an endangered species in the wild. So the plight for leopards does not just exist in captivity, but for their wild cousins as well. They face a lot of the similar things that you're going to hear with other big cat species, such as habitat loss, habitat fragmentation, and human-animal conflict. So today is meant to raise awareness about those issues, and I think it's cool that we get to come with you with our leopards here at the Wildcat Sanctuary and raise awareness about the plight that captive leopards face too.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing, Olivia, and kind of a cool thing to think about for us is that, you know, the sooner that we can help these cats that are struggling in captivity, to try to educate people about the captive wildlife crisis, try to educate people about what are appropriate pets, that's the sooner that we can focus our efforts and expertise to help those cats in the wild, just like you're talking about. So, you know, it's kind of cool, kind of by virtue that we're able to help with those conservation efforts is, you know, maybe we here at the Wildcat Sanctuary are not labeled as a conservation organization, but knowing that what we're doing here and our educating is, again, by virtue, helping those cats in the wild. Pretty awesome. So obviously smart for us to acknowledge International Leopard Day. And any chance that I get to come over and spend with Shazam is always valued with me.
Absolutely, me too. Those issues are linked. I don't think people realize how linked the captive wildlife crisis and wild conservation issues are. They go hand in hand. And like you said, Judson, the quicker that we can make progress here with the captive wildlife crisis, the quicker we can continue to help those wild cousins.
Yeah. Yeah, and admittedly, Shazam, we've been able to do a lot for cats, and there's still a lot to be done. Still a lot to be done, but nonetheless, worth kind of celebrating and always kind of looking at that roadmap of where we're going and how the Wildcat Sanctuary is going to fit into making life better for any wildcat, wherever they find themselves.
Yeah, and celebrating the good moments like this, Judson, where Shazam doesn't know any better. He's just napping in the sun here at Sanctuary. So
I know.
That's sweet too.
I know. I'm going to zoom out for a moment and kind of show off. I think the sun is catching some of Shazam's coat here in the back. So, Olivia, I'm also going to have you kind of take this away. Shazam is a black leopard. What's a black leopard?
Lots of sciencey questions
today. I know. I need to defer to my the in-house animal biologist over here.
Well, thanks, Judson. A black leopard, it's super cool. Leopards, along with a few other big cat species, this would be called a melanistic leopard. It's the most technical term. Some people will refer to Shazam as a black panther or Shadow as a black panther. And it's not exactly wrong. It's more of a common name than an actual scientific term. But melanistic just means that Shazam's coat is extra pigmented. We talked about phenotype a few lives ago with bobcats. The black coat would be phenotype for Shazam. So it doesn't make him really any different than the typical golden leopards that you'll see, other than the fact that he just has some extra color to him. So not a different species, not really anything different about him behavior-wise, just a really cool look. He's a cool cat.
Yeah, so the same kind of leopard that, you know, maybe if I was looking at National Geographic, you know, the leopards up in the trees carrying their prey up in the trees. Shazam's one of those leopards too.
Yeah, and the unique thing too is that unlike white tigers that you're not going to see in the wild, we talk a lot about the different sorts of selective breeding that happens in captivity where cats are exploited. This black gene can occur in the wild. That's not to say that people may selectively breed for it for exploitation in captivity, but it's not as tragic of an issue as the white tiger. So I think that's important to point out too with Shazam and Shadow, is that this is a naturally occurring gene.
Yeah, yeah. Awesome. Thanks for that, Olivia.
Yeah.
I'm going to zoom out here on a very sleepy leopard, and rightfully so. Get yourself in the sun on a day like today, and I dare you to not fall into a cat nap. I'm feeling it against my back right now,
It feels very nice.
and it is awesome. But welcome, everyone. If you are just joining us, we are so happy to have all of you along with us today. You're live here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. I see rescued tiger Terek walking in the background. We've been hanging out with rescued leopard Shazam here on International Leopard Day. Covered some International Leopard Day notes. We kind of talked about what Shazam is and what gives him that black coat. We talked a little bit about how your support plays into his wild at heart life here at Sanctuary, and as one of our oldest rescues, how important that support is to a cat like Shazam. But ultimately, life is good, Olivia. I'm kind of hoping, I'm glad we've got some time with Shazam here, but I'm maybe hoping to get a little strolling in. And maybe we could kind of visit with some more tigers or whoever we see.
One last shout out to Shazam. I was thinking about what makes Shazam different than the other cats here. What makes leopards different than the other cats here? And I was thinking about Elise and the operant conditioning that she does with Shazam. A lot of our cats receive operant conditioning, but leopards allegedly are the smartest big cat species, and I definitely see that with Shazam. He has great social intelligence. I think about all the friends that he's had over the years, and he loves to do those activities with Elise, and we've been able to really reduce his stress when it comes to vet care or crating because of his willingness to do operant conditioning.
Exactly. Yeah, very, very active mind. One of the most active minds at the Sanctuary.
Big brain, Shazam.
Yep. He says, I gotta rest that brain every once in a while. Come on now. All right, Shim Sham. I'm glad we got some major quality time.
Shamalam. What's
Shim Sham. We'll see. You know, I feel like sometimes it just pours out of me, and I perhaps I don't even realize. But Lori Heath, good morning to you. Glad to have you with us. And that's correct, Ellen, saying that Shadow's 23. Actually has 1 year on Shazam, with Shazam being 22 years old. Beautiful Shazam, says Marilyn Grant, isn't he? He certainly is. All right, handsome. We're going to get up nice and slowly so you don't have to worry about us. And we are going to head this direction. And Leo and Monza actually just had some construction done in their habitat, and so they don't have access right now. They're going to be getting their habitat just inspected and ensure that the patch that they use to go into the habitat's secure. And then, of course, it's time to let those two back out to enjoy this spring day. So we'll keep moving for now.
Still sloshing around, Judson.
Yep, still a little damp. It's a little damp, but as you can see, I mean, it'd even be fun to see just going on a live post last week and how the grass is even just so much greener than it was 7 days ago.
Well, I was looking at our Watch Wildcats cam, Judson, and kind of going back to, it's on Ukraine Pride today, and I was going back to a few others just from a couple weeks ago and seeing their habitat change over time is super cool too. Yes,
exactly, and it's going to be coming in droves. We obviously, we'll go say hi to Daisy over here. We obviously are more than prepared when it comes with lawn care equipment, from riding mowers to, and we store the lawn care stuff off-site. And so it was bed trailer, drive off with all the snow blowing equipment, and then come back with all the lawn care equipment. So 'tis the season, Miss Chuffy Daisy. Yes. Well, she says, I know it's the season for lawn mowing. Does that mean it's the season for pools?
So, Daisy.
It's almost pool season. It is almost pool season. I was about to call you handsome. Well, handsome. I apologize, Miss Daisy. Welcome, everyone. We might have had a little hiccup there as Olivia and I were moving around. I might use the microphone, too. It is a little windy today. Daisy, what do you think of this beautiful weather we're having? She says it's pretty nice. It's type of weather that goes well with the pool, she says.
It's coming, Daisy.
It is coming very soon. I think I heard some kind of whispers of kind of ensuring the health of the plumbing and the pipes after the winter. And then some pools are going to start to be getting filled here pretty soon.
Judson, would you like the microphone?
We'll plug it in. We'll plug it in. All right.
We go.
Torben, there's Torben chuffing at his sponsor girl. Thank you, Torben, for sending Daisy your chuffs. And Daisy, I know we were complimenting Winona on her chuffs the other day on a live post, but Daisy's another chuffer who I am always impressed with the quality of chuffs. I think Daisy's got a great chuff.
I know, it almost feels wrong to compare their chuffs, Judson.
And rightfully so. I think Daisy makes her way close to a lot of people's hearts. Maybe volunteers who are doing their tour at the end of the day. Well, Daisy is always flexible about giving up a chuff. Now, Olivia, I'm a little nervous. Look how
I know,
really
it's windy.
blowing.
It's
the wind's
windy.
blowing all of a sudden here. I'm a little nervous to head that way because of the
Yes.
service. So we're going to head this way. Maybe we'll head over to the Ukraine Pride.
That's what I'm thinking. Double up on the live. Another Watch Wildcats plug. You can go watch them after this. Not right now. Stay with us here on Facebook. But it does look like they are out right now. So go check it out on YouTube.
Yeah, but understandably so. I mean, it's, the day is happening here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. So I see one of our maintenance people doing some repair to a guillotine over here in the Tiger Trio's yard. So they're going to be shifted inside. They also might be in Noah and Elizabeth's shift. So it looks like I see Noah on their platform. But kind of just, obviously these sanctuary strolls are awesome to see cats. But I even much enjoy seeing what the humans are up to and kind of give some insight into how much there is to get done in the day here, and how we got to knock it out.
And speaking of humans, Judson, we have lots of humans on site today.
Yes, that's exactly right, Olivia. We
have a crew day.
Well, we have a crew day. We welcomed our AmeriCorps team that we were excited to announce officially on Facebook the other day, and of course. What else is happening, Olivia? I think just crew day.
Yes.
And the AmeriCorps training, they're going to be getting lots of training, and then kind of cracking the whip, so to speak, I think come tomorrow or
Monday.
Okay.
So they're getting settled in. All good things so far, but it was a fun huddle this morning. We all get together in the morning, have what we call huddle, which is a staff and intern meeting just to connect before our days start. And huddle was very fun and very packed this morning.
Since when did you guys get a water feature? I thought that was for sushi.
They have a whole stream.
Yeah. There they are, the one, the only, the Ukraine Pride, our newest members of the Lion Band here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. I think I saw a comment, I believe it was from Chizzy, I apologize for not getting to it. But Chizzy, looks like maybe you missed that the Pride did indeed start singing. We were able to share with everyone rather, that we had caught Taras singing, and we were able to share a little clip of that. But I think the most magical moment was Olivia doing a live post, and not only was it on a live post, but it was on the last live post of Miracle Match, where we're wanting to celebrate matching gifts. You all got to, and I was watching too, we all got to watch Taras sing live together as one. And yes, very special, and I can only imagine that's going to be etched into our memories for some time as a TWS community here.
Yeah, it was pretty special. I was pretty teary on the other end of the camera, but it sounds like a lot of you were too. So I will cherish that moment, and I'm sure the Pride will too. I think they can feel all the love and the support from all of you.
And right now, Olivia, I'm zoomed in on is that Lesya or Stefania?
It's hard from a distance, Judson.
I thought it was Lesya.
I thought it was too, but I think it's Stefania.
Yeah.
Stefania. Lesya would be on the other end, facing the opposite direction of all her siblings.
Yes.
But one of our singers, she was singing with Lesya, but I think Lesya is our leader, honestly.
Well, that's kind of what I was hoping to maybe point out was, Taras, was able to give us the show, almost like we were in front row there, certainly. But I think it's worth acknowledging that Lesya has been kind of just giving us hints that she might be the most vocal of this group.
Yeah, she was walking around quite a bit, just mumbling under her breath, which I had heard from you here and there that maybe, not sure if it's a full carol or a full roar, but she's definitely wanting to say something. And then all of a sudden, she got up on that rock and she let loose.
You got pipes, girl.
Yeah.
All of you do.
Although Prada, I can't confirm. I do think Prada was singing to some extent, but she might be a little slower to take main stage. Well, not in this way though. Yeah,
Excuse
main
me.
stage.
I'll take the main stage right
Yeah.
here, my lady. Oh, it's a glorious day here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. So happy to have everyone along with us. We're really kind of just basking in, the generosity of Miracle Match that would have concluded last week. Or actually, excuse me, Tuesday. Gosh,
Tuesday, I know. Well,
it feels like it's, a whole
yeah.
week has gone by.
I
But
didn't even notice you misspeaking, Judson, because it does feel like last
yeah.
week.
But Miracle Match concluding Tuesday, and really just been one of kind of the remainder of the week has just been those days of feeling thankful and feeling good, and live posts like this where we can check in on the cats and see that proof in the proverbial pudding Prada is just what I'm needing on days like this, and after campaigns like Miracle Match.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom in on this pretty gal here. Lisa Parker, that's an accurate observation. Prada is usually right over to the fence to be near the humans. Prada certainly is she's the investigator of the
Mm-hmm.
group. She has got her little monocle and she's going to walk over and give you, a big up down. Prada is always going to be the first to kind of look and see and be curious. That is also to say that Prada is not the alpha of the group. Even though she's coming down first, she's still doing that with some caution. She ultimately is just a curious cat and wants to see what's what. And Lesya has the coolest piece of wood that has ever been seen.
I think that's Stefania.
Is that Stefania?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that.
I think so. I'm sticking to my answer here.
Okay. We'll wait till we get a better look here.
Cat ID competition,
Yeah.
Judson.
But I'm laughing because that little piece of tree bark fell off the platform. She ran off the platform, grabbed that piece of tree bark. I'm looking at barrels, boomer balls, smaller medium balls, a tire toy. But apparently it's the tree bark that's the most fun.
That's where it's at.
Typical cats. And I like how nobody else
Nobody cares.
nobody else knows how fun that
I
piece
know.
of tree bark is. Only who I think is okay, so let's see
I think you're
here.
wrong.
Let's see here.
Stefania with the bark. Lesya is coming down to join her.
Olivia, I will eat my crow.
Okay.
I will.
Okay.
I'll take it on the chin.
I want you to say you were right.
Olivia, you were exactly right with the IDing of this cat.
Thank you.
and I'm happy to see Stefania. I've seen Lesya with a little stick like that, and so I kind of defaulted to my memory, but lo and behold, look at Prada down here. Lo and behold, I should have just got a little closer of a look. Glad to have about 92 of you with us. Happy Friday today. Hope everyone has a fun and safe weekend planned ahead of them. It's kind of a busy weekend here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. I mentioned we have crew day on site today. We'll have a crew day tomorrow. Crew days also include our garden team. Certainly, it's time to get the Memorial Pavilion looking as beautiful as it often does in the summer months. And that is always thanks to our garden team, Michelle and other volunteers who come together and do an awesome job. I know our supporters, there's a lot of avid gardeners out there, and when you all see the Memorial Pavilion, when it's fully fledged in the summer, to hear you all be so impressed by it, I know that it's that special.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I was thinking about that the other day, walking by there, that it's soon going to be all done up. And Stefania's still holding on to that piece of bark,
Is
has
she?
not let it go.
Is she kind of running away with it there?
That's Lesya.
Oh, okay. No, I was looking at.
And Prada.
Okay. Well, cut me a little slack. I'm reading comments.
Listen,
I'm.
listen, I gotta win where I can win,
Yeah.
Judson.
Alan Simmons, I'm hoping the same thing, saying the weather holds out, hoping the weather holds out for a successful crew day this weekend. It looks like it should be relatively dry. Hey, Lee Rose, glad to have you with us
Hi,
on
Lee
this
Rose.
live. And indeed, they are growing up so fast. So speedy, so mischievous.
So mischievous.
So just very much siblings.
Yes.
It's if anyone had siblings growing up or just knows of siblings and the way of kind of sibling dynamics, just how representative is this relationship. They're all kind of unique in their own right, but all also oh so similar at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of there's no bad blood in between siblings too. It's just a special thing that this group has. Well, Olivia, I had a good little stroll today.
I'm admiring
a kind
these
of
lions.
relaxing leopard,
Mm-hmm.
Shazam napping away in the grass. That was a kind of a really fun and peaceful start to our live post. If perhaps you tuned in part way, we got to see rescued leopard Shazam bedding down in some beautiful green grass and taking a cat nap, and then kind of onward and enjoying kind of the tail end with the Ukraine Pride here.
Yes, and daisies. So leopards, tigers, lions. That's a good lineup.
Leopards, tigers, and lions. And yes, of course, how could I have missed Daisy? Alan Simmons, that's correct, saying that the Ukraine Pride will officially be 2 years old come summer. That's correct. That also means that Nova Tiger is coming in. Her birthday's coming up as well.
Yeah, that's so crazy. That's so crazy.
Yep, it is. It's something special to know that that's 2 years on top of a 20-plus life that you all have guaranteed the the Ukraine Pride here at Rescue at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And with it looks like Taras. He says I solemnly swear. He has his hand kind of making the oath there. But hey, everyone, we had a great live post today. As always, you all making it such a wonderful day of living wild at heart for so many. I want to thank you all again for tuning in today, and looking forward to tuning in next week, as it'll just be another wonderful week of living wild at heart.
Absolutely.
So thank you again for tuning in today. And Olivia,
have a good weekend, everyone.
Yeah, have a wonderful and safe weekend, and we will see you back here at the Wildcat Sanctuary next week.